Recording yourself is hard. A few people asked how drums are tuned and what drum tuning is, so I thought I'd make a little video of me changing all my drum heads on the toms. These are the toms. These are new drum heads, skins. So yeah, I'll show you how it's done, I suppose. Skins are made of a material called mylar, which is a stretched PET. So these are the drum lugs. This drum has 6 of them. You can see there. Wait. Yes, 6. The snare drum has 10 on this particular snare drum. I imagine the bass drum has 8, sorry. So the more lugs you have, the more precise you can be with the tightening and the tuning of the drum. And also, you can just crank it down a lot tighter, I suppose. Yeah. So they're probably very much overdue for a replacement. It's the old head, dusty and oily and battered. New head. Going to just clean up this drum a little bit with a cloth. Get that old dust and gunk off of it. This is called the resonant head. So this is on the bottom, and this resonates once the batter head has been struck. I don't know if any of you have ever sung into a guitar before, into the sound hole of an acoustic, and you can sort of sing up to a particular note or a frequency, and that will really reverberate in the actual guitar. And I found that with the drums as well. So there's a particular note there that resonates with this hoop. I'm going to try and aim to tune the drums to that particular pitch. This can go, and new head on. These new heads that I've bought, they are actually the same as the resonant heads underneath. These are Remo Ambassadors, and they're kind of known as an industry standard. So first, seat the head. So pop it onto the hoop. It fits really snugly, but just sort of move it around until it's in the right place. So just getting all of the lugs on, finger tight. There's no real pitch, I don't think. No, there is, but it's super loose. And so I'm gonna bring that up to a higher tension. Just a little clean. So new and shiny. Cool. So I'm just gonna go around each lug and kind of concentrate on each pitch that each one is displaying, and then get them all up to a relatively equal tension. And then from there, I'll start actually tuning into a particular pitch that I want. I might even over tighten this a bit just to really get the skin seated on the drum. And I'm just gonna give it a bit of a press with my hand, just to make sure it gets seated into the hoop of the drum correctly. Sort of play around on each lug and just see how they kind of interact with the overall sound of the drum if I tighten them or loosen them. I'm going to do this for a little while until I find a frequency that I like that seems to resonate with the drum, and then I'm going to tune it all into that. Okay, I found the pitch of the drum that I really like, which is the same as before. It just seems to resonate really well with the drum. I've matched it to the bottom head. I'm just getting the last lugs in tune. It sort of feels like tuning a guitar, like if you imagine there's a string connected between these two lugs, a string between these two and these two, but you're trying to tune an individual guitar string while also listening to all of the other strings at the same time. So I'm kind of tapping this, and I can hear the overall sound of the drum, and then I'm trying to pick out the frequency of just this little portion And hopefully you can hear it through the camera. I'll drop it down all the way and bring it back up past the note and then try and find it. That's really low. That's way too high. I'll try and match it now. Lost it. This is the old one. It's a bigger drum, but it's a really short sound. And it has a lot more sustain and resonance, and the pitch is quite refined, I guess. So I'll do the rest of the drums now. Yeah. I stopped talking because it felt awkward, but I'll just continue. I'm currently drinking a watermelon smash by Stomping Ground. It tastes pretty nice. Definitely got a watermelon taste to it, but then it kind of tastes like watermelon was a bit too old and you should have eaten it when you first bought it instead of waiting like 3 days. That sound is the snares underneath the snare drum rattling on off. The snares are a strip of steel like coils, and they're suspended underneath the snare drum and are held in place by this little switch rocker thing that levers up, this lever I guess, and pulls the snares taut against the snare side skin. And you can change how taut the snares are against this snare skin as well, which is interesting. So I'll loosen them off now. So you can really hear them on each hit. So I try and tension them so that it sort of sounds, I guess the frequency is the same as the stick bouncing off it. Think about that. I'm bad at rolls. It's a huge tangent. I'm just gonna play some time before my phone dies. I always wear earplugs or just in-ear earphones, aside from when I'm tuning, so that I can hear other things other than drums as well.